I'm taking you to New York.
My orders are to go to Hong Kong.
Your brother's in trouble. You need to meet him in Hell's Kitchen at the apartment.
What's wrong?
I'll let him speak for himself. He just wanted me to get you to the hotel. He doesn't have much time. Be discreet. He doesn't want any trouble with UNATCO. Be discreet. He doesn't want any trouble with UNATCO.
Is this kill switch real? What's it going to do to you?
I'm afraid that's, classified.
Manderley said you're going to die.
You've got to have God clearance to know. The nanites can be programmed for exponential growth.
There's a chopper that can take us to Hong Kong. You know Jock?
First, you're the only one that can help. I need to send the NSF distress code. UNATCO tracked Lebedev to the other NSF bases, and to Silhouette in France.
Go on.
UNATCO takes payoffs. Silhouette, the other terrorist groups, they're our allies.
I'm prepared to believe you. I killed Agent Navarra, and I'll join you against UNATCO, but I want proof.
You want proof? Pay a visit to the NSF headquarters. Down in the basement, protected by booby traps, a data cube sits on the edge of a table. My report to the militia leaders. Here, I have a photograph of the building. It's a couple blocks to the west, behind the bar.
And I suppose while I'm there, you want me to encrypt the signal with the NSF transmitter, bypass UNATCO SIGINT?
A lot of people could die. My friend Chad, for example, the leader of Silhouette.
I'll check out the facility, but I can't promise I'll help the terrorists. Be ready to leave for Hong Kong when I get back. You sure you're alright?
No worse than a bad cold. What kills me is just...
that they have this kind of power.
The power, yes, but the fact that it's been there from the beginning. A lot of things are starting to make sense. You remember Mom and Dad?
You think they knew?
Lebedev thought so. He said they were employees of the United Nations.
They would never have agreed to anything like a kill switch.
Remember, I knew them longer than you did, and after what Tong showed me, I'm pretty certain we don't have a stitch of DNA in common with either of our supposed parents. They've opened up the street behind the bar. The NSF base is on the other side of the tunnel. Silhouette's not much to speak of militarily, but you might call them the brains of the resistance movement. They go after public opinion. If it wasn't for Silhouette, there'd be a half a dozen meaningless civil wars going on instead of any kind of worldwide struggle. Ironically, to fight the One-Worlders, we ourselves have to become a global organization. It's been easier than we expected. Average people are beginning to wake up to the fact that bigger isn't better. A few bureaucrats in New York can't make good decisions for New Jersey, let alone Paris or a village in China. That kind of centralization can only lead to precisely the debacle that the UN has become. Somehow the notion of unalienable liberty got lost. It's really become a question of what liberties will the state assign to individuals? Or rather, what liberties will we have the strength to cling to? It's only a matter of time before someone clever and ambitious figures out that the tools of dictatorship have been ready-made by well-meaning governments all over the world. UNATCO, for instance, a global response to a common problem. Looks good on paper, but a global military force is hard to keep accountable. UNATCO's already in the wrong hands. I don't know whose hands, but you'll find records of outside influence if you dig around the NSF headquarters. You better get moving.
Oh.
He's not my boyfriend.
Then what is he?
He's Jojo. God!
I don't like him staying in my hotel.
Then evict him.
How'd you get mixed up with someone like that in the first place?
Jesus, Dad, do you expect me to do it? It's your hotel.
I just don't want any trouble.
Then get used to it. Jojo's the boss on this street. Nothing anybody can do about it.
What's the trouble?
None of your business.
One of the neighborhood thugs, Jojo. He thinks he owns the block.
I can straighten him out. Just tell me where he is.
I get some rough people in here, but this guy, I don't know, he's jumpy.
He's just a punk. I'll take care of it.
Can you help me out? I could really use a gun for protection.
I would rather not arm a civilian.
You weren't gonna shoot nobody anyway, Jesus.
What am I going to do?
Besides, it's against the law for civilians to carry weapons.
Tell that to the gangsters.
Oh, you bad. What you just lying around for, girl?
What?
I told you, bar rush is money. It's business.
In a minute.
That's my daughter you're talking to.
I already explained it, old man. Your girl, she needs me. She don't got an education, and all you got to give her is a job killing rats.
This is my hotel. I want you to leave.
Next thing is I explain it to Lo Bruto. Is that what you want?
I'll go already. Leave him alone.
I don't care what happens to me. Stay away from my little girl. Oh. 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 Oh.
Keep out of the way. You deaf?
Oh, Jesus, Sandra. Oh, Sandra. 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 Oh, Jesus, Sandra. Oh, Sandra.
These pros, man, they got no idea what goes on.
What's the trouble? He's... I would rather...
Oh, you bad. What you just lying around for, girl?
What?
I told you, bar rush is money. It's business.
In a minute.
That's my daughter you're talking to.
I already explained it, old man. Your girl, she needs me. She don't got an education, and all you got to give her is a job killing rats.
This is my hotel. I want you to leave.
Next thing is I explain it to Lo Bruto. Is that what you want?
I'll go already. Leave him alone.
I don't care what happens to me. Stay away from my little girl.
Hold up, bro. You Denton, right?
Who the hell are you?
You tell your Unaco compadres, get out my hotel.
I live here.
First thing, look around. We got a change of management at the time. Mr. Renton and his daughter got early retirement.
This hotel belongs to the Renton family.
You want to live here? That's cool. But I don't want no raids. And if they think they're gonna get Paul, they need a warrant, and he ain't here anyway. Yeah, I know Paul. I haven't seen him. Unaco can't come in here without a warrant. Guy thinks he's messing with me, but someday, gonna get out of this place. Gonna get me a nice coat like that. Yeah, I know Paul. Gonna get me a nice coat like that.
What's the trouble?
None.
I guess.
He's just... You can have my pistol. That'll keep you safe.
Thanks. That'll help.
You aren't gonna shoot nobody. Jesus.
Be careful with that.
You're gonna get him killed.
I hope I don't have to use this thing. I hope I don't have to use this thing.
Oh, you bad. What you just lying around for, girl?
What?
I told you, bar rush is money, it's business.
In a minute.
That's my daughter you're talking to.
I already explained it, old man. Your girl, she needs me. She don't got an education, and all you got to give her is a job killing rats.
This is my hotel. I want you to leave.
Next thing is I explain it lo bruto. Is that what you want?
I'll go already. Leave him alone.
That's it. I've had it. We got him.
I was hoping I'd run into that punk.
I can't believe you shot him.
I won't stand by and let somebody treat you like that.
Oh, that's just Jojo. He talks big.
I think he'll be happier without that guy around.
Now maybe you can stay home for a while.
Dad.
Or at least stick around the hotel. I just want to know that you're safe.
I don't know. Maybe.
Give it a try. I promise I won't cramp your style.
Maybe I'll stick around until I get on my feet.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to get moving.
I'm glad that's over. Now maybe things will get back to normal. Thanks for the gun. Feel much safer. I'm glad that's over.
Since Johnny's dead too, maybe I can get back to a normal life. But if I stay, first thing is I'm gonna get rid of these rats.
Your buddies at UNATCO asked us to steer people away from the Ton. This block is about to heat up again. Clear the streets, no exceptions. We're telling everyone to leave the neighborhood. This one may get out of control. Keep moving, Agent.
Sick of being shoved around. I'm just minding my own business. You better stay away from the apartment on the second floor. That guy's packing, and he doesn't like people messing with his stuff. Back off, buddy. Back off.
No escape. It's already too late for you. Came at us with everything they had, cut us to pieces even before we could take Washington State. They have us outnumbered. Some of us will be heroes. The rest of us will walk away on both legs. They have you, Sonny. They have you this time. No escape.
Here's a tip for free. Take cover. UNATCO's about to do a raid. All they said was, clear out, we're coming in. Good to see you UNATCO boys know how to clean up this town. I hear UNATCO's got a team going over the old NSF hideout. Probably put me out of business. By morning, UNATCO will know everything there is to know about the rebels. I bet I wake up tomorrow and I don't have a job. Good to see you UNATCO boys know how to...
Hey, you know the Rentons, right? There's trouble at the Ton.
I already took care of that punk Jojo, if that's what you mean.
Really? He's dead?
Surprised?
I'm just glad to see that someone gives a damn about the Rentons. UNATCO seems to think they have bigger fish to fry.
Nothing.
Perfect. Someone who can tell me about the raid.
Like I said before, I don't talk to the press.
Why are they closing down the street and shutting down the bar? What could be worse than the fighting earlier this evening?
I wish I had an answer to that, but even if I did, it wouldn't be any of your business.
Hey, Mr. UNATCO man, you guys going after JoJo?
I'm not going after anybody.
That's pretty logical. Him being hit out in the ton.
Jojo Fine of the NSF?
The whole street's a UNATCO security zone. That's why they sent me down here. They're gonna take that punk out and no one's gonna miss him.
You can forget about Jojo. I left him on his back in the hotel.
Really? That's it?
He's not going to be a problem anymore.
Does that mean the evacuation's over?
You better stay here until the police say it's okay.
I gotta use the street to get home. They got JoJo. What more do they need to do? Man, I can't believe that guy's dead. I've been dreaming about this day. I can't wait to tell Janie. Thanks, man. Really. I gotta use the street to get home.
Tell Paul he better lay low for the next few hours. Now what do you want?
Anything for sale?
Hey, about your brother. If he's in Hell's Kitchen, he's a sitting duck.
So you heard that he went over to the NSF?
UNATCO's got this place nailed down. One thing they can't stand, an agent gone AWOL.
Maybe I should prepare for the worst. What do you have for me?
Since you helped Ford, I'll cut you a deal. I'll give you an extended clip that'll fit most handguns and rifles for 500 credits, a range weapon mod for 800, or a napalm canister that fits most flamethrowers for 750.
Not interested.
I've heard talk of a raid on the Ton.
How's life on the outside?
So far, so good. I'm already back to my own research.
What are you working on?
Myelin, sometimes we can't sell prosthetics because people are afraid of nerve damage.
Synthetic myelin?
A genetic treatment. I've thought for a long time that if we could make people's nervous systems a little more resilient, we could put a good price on some of the junk smugglers collected over the years.
I see.
Thanks again for getting me out of that lab. Smuggler said you got a lifelong discount on anything he sells. I'd stay off the streets tonight. A lot of police activity. The cops are mopping up. I think one of the NSF leaders is still at large.
Tell Paul he better lay low for the next few hours.
Sick of being.
thought they were shipping you off to Hong Kong.
Had to pack a few things. What's going on here?
Damage control. The NSF got their hands on some pretty sensitive material.
Probably had something to do with my two-faced brother.
Nothing we can't clean up.
Mind if I take a look around?
Go right ahead. I don't care what they say. Paul was a great agent. I hate to see him go. By morning, you won't even know the terrorists were here. We still haven't found what we're looking for. Gotta make my rounds, Agent. We think there's a secret level below the base, but no one's sure. Glad you could lend a hand. The guys inside know more about what's going on. The guys inside know more about what's going on.